I'm about to show you why your sales script is totally useless. Not because the words are wrong, but because you sound wrong. I've trained hundreds of closers over the years, guys, in all kinds of offers. And the thing that separates those that make the most money from those that don't is not some magic script. It's that they know how to use their voice as a tool. They understand the concept of tonality. So stick around. I'm breaking down the psychology of why how you say it matters more than what you say. I'm gonna give you 3 rules that will increase your close rate this week. Look, guys, when I first started selling high ticket fitness training packages at Gold's Gym way back in the day, there was those guys around that would study all the scripts nonstop and feel like they knew every rebuttal and all that good stuff. And then there was me, who did none of those things at the time, but I was very high energy. I was very passionate about fitness. I was a bodybuilder. I had just lost 100 pounds. And so I would crush all of them, not because I knew the script better than them or because I mastered every rebuttal, but because I could transfer my energy, my belief through words to prospects. Now, as I matured, as I learned how to not only sell better, but how to train others to do the same, I learned that it was really that I was able to reflect that energy and that emotion through tonality and the way that I communicated instead of just the words that I was saying. It doesn't feel good to buy personal training for $99 because your doctor said that you have blood pressure issues and you need to fix that. But it feels great to buy personal training when we paint the picture of how you're going to be 30 pounds down and your wife's going to be more attracted to you and you're going to be more competitive when you're playing ball with your friends and you can be able to last longer while you're out there coaching the kids. All of those things I can paint the picture with my words. All of that is done through emotion, which is transferred through tonality. When I understood that, that's when it clicked, and that's how I was able to better train others. It's people don't buy logically, people buy emotionally. And again, tonality is how you transfer that emotion from me to you. And one of the things I love about it is it truly, when you learn how to master tonality, you can almost control the mind of your prospect. Because even in this video, I want you to pay attention. The way that I use my voice, and I'll go up, but sometimes I'll go down and I'll pull back a little bit and I'll make you really have to think about it. And what tonality does is that dot, dot, dot. It can make you think more thoughts as the prospect than words that I said. And that's what I want. I want it to be your thought. So in order for you to think it, I have to pass it along. And tonality is a great way to do that. Because keep in mind, your tone is going to tell them if you're confident, if you believe in what you're selling, and if they should believe in what you're selling. Look at it this way. Words are the vehicle. It's not going anywhere without tonality that is the engine. That's what's pushing it forward. That's what gives it power. Now, before I give you the 3 rules, there's one tonality mistake that's killing your high ticket deals, and you're probably already making it and don't even know it. It's subtle. Most reps don't catch it, but prospects instantly do, and it's going to make them pull back from you. I'm going to reveal exactly what it is and how you can fix it. But first, you have to understand some of the science behind tonality and why it works. Because once you see this, you'll never sound the same again. Let's dive in. All right, y'all, let's talk science for a second. There was a UCLA study by researcher Albert Mehrabian that broke down communication into 3 primary parts. 7% is the words you say, 38% is tonality, and 55% is body language. Now, I'm not saying that the words that you say don't matter, but if your tonality is not on point, your words don't even stand a chance. And that's amplified even more with body language, because you know what else is passed along with body language even more than with tonality is emotion and energy. They can feel it and you can pass it along to them like a ball. And so body language is a great way to also facilitate more sales. If you're selling to your prospects face to face, or even if you're on a Zoom meeting and you're talking to your prospect and letting them see you move, letting them see your passion, see the energy flow through you, that's when they'll have that same level of belief. Think about it. Someone says to you, "I trust you," in a flat, monotone voice. Do you believe them? Hell no. Same sentence said with warmth and conviction. Yeah, I trust you. Totally different. Tonality triggers trust signals in the brain. When you sound confident, when you sound cool, calm, and collected, in control, the prospect subconsciously feels that and aligns with that belief. They will feel safe. They will feel trust. And that, of course, when they feel trust is when they will buy. That's why the rep who sounds like an authority will always outperform the one that read the book and can spit it back like a robot. Truthfully, I can sell anything, and I can often outsell the guys that know way more than me about the product, because the product is not what they care about. It's the belief, it's the energy behind it, it's the emotion, it's the picture that we're painting. These are the skills that separate high-level closers from the ones that can learn a script and spit it back to somebody on a sales call. All right, let's get tactical. Master these 3 rules that I'm about to teach you, and you will hear the difference in your close rate come overnight. Rule number 1, slow down on key points. Speed equals nervous. Pause equals power. This is something that I have to constantly remind people when they're talking with prospects is slow down. When you are rushing through your sales call, it makes you seem desperate. It makes you seem nervous. It makes you seem uncertain, and you will not close. It needs to feel like it's no big deal. It's just a walk in the park. This is what I do every day, and I do it so laid back, and that's why people buy from me, because it's what they need, and it's what I know I can offer. And when you have that feeling, that again, here's that word again, that feeling, that emotion behind you, and they can see that, they will begin to match that belief in you as well. Prospects smell that when you're nervous, when you're rushing and a little antsy, and it makes them question your authority. It makes them question, why are you unsure in what you're saying to me? And this, they're probably not thinking this consciously. Often it's going to be subconscious. And this is why this is a whole nother set of trainings that we'll talk on the subconscious mind. They're not consciously going to be thinking, oh, this guy, he's lying to me, or he's not, might not be telling me the truth. But they're going to be wondering, why is there not that belief? Why is there not that conviction? Why are they rushing? What are they trying to get me to not see? So instead, you got to slow down. When you hit a major benefit, a price point, or a close, or when you're overcoming an objection, pause. It's power. It's that uncomfortable space where you're unsure what to say, they're unsure what to say, where when you last do it, they will fold. He who speaks first loses was one of the lessons I learned early on in my sales career, because you got to let it sit. Whatever the point that you just made, you got to let it simmer, let it cook for a bit, right? So now I'm going to make the point. I'm not going to water it down and rush it off. I'm going to let it cook with them, and they're going to be thinking those additional thoughts. And that's, again, where tonality will circle us back here, because you want that ... to sit with them in the right direction. You want them to be moving down a train of thought that lands them where you want to. I'll give you an example. Something might be like, our program has helped more than 100 entrepreneurs scale past 6 figures. You notice what I did there? That pause. But what did the pause do? It was a dramatic effect. It helped 100 entrepreneurs. So now I've identified my prospect just like the people that I've helped. 100 entrepreneurs. What are they thinking? Oh, I'm an entrepreneur. What did it help them do? Now that dramatic pause, that ... right? It's helped more than 100. Tonality, I made emphasis on 100. I want them to think that's a lot of people you have helped, right? We have helped more than 100 entrepreneurs scale past 6 figures. That dramatic, it's got them on the edge of the seat. They're like, and then we hit them home hard. That pause gives weight to the statement. It shows confidence. It shows belief. It shows that you don't need to rush. You don't need to hide. You're not scared of anything, because you want them to hear what you said, and you want them to understand and think about it. It says, I don't need to rush because I know this is valuable. Rule number 2, drop your pitch at the end of statements. Up talk just makes you sound unsure. If you end a sentence and it sounds like you're asking a question, you instantly lose authority. They came to you as a prospect to your solution because they need guidance. They need that authority. If they were already an authority on the solution, they would not be sitting in the sales call with you. So if you have to ask them a question, you're going to instantly lose that trust, and they're going to instantly pull back from you. It's called uptalk, and it's killing your credibility. Listen to this. I'll give you an example of both. We can get you started today versus we can get you started today. Two different feelings, two different thought processes, right? This is a question, and now if you give them a question, what are they going to say? No. Isn't that what a prospect is supposed to say to you? No. That's what they're pre-programmed, especially in our society today, to say no to a sales rep. Because if they didn't just automatically say no, they would say yes to too many things that they don't need, and they probably already do that anyway. So they're going to say no to you if you give them an option. If you lay it up, they're going to reject it down. Trust me, you got to come stronger than that. So that's why the tonality of the downward inflection is important. One sounds like you're begging for the approval. The other sounds like you're in control of the conversation and you're guiding them in the right direction. Downward inflection equals certainty. Certainty equals trust. Rule number 3, match their energy first, then lead it upwards, mirror, and then elevate. This is sales psychology 101, guys. If someone comes in with a low tonality and they're pulled back and they just really don't have much about them, and I come in high energy and I'm G money all the way and I'm pumping the vibes to them, they're going to not rock with it. They are not going to like your boy and they are not going to buy it, right? Because you have to learn how to mirror that. So I might come back in and say, John, how you doing today, man? I'm not going to bring so much power if he's not bringing that power. We're going to start by mirroring where they're at. And then slowly, using this tonality, we're going to lift that energy up and in the right direction. You want to start calm and, again, mirror where they're at. You don't need to jump straight into being, hey, 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 I'm Mr. Sales Guy. We're going to mirror where they're at, and then we're going to build enthusiasm. By the time you get to asking for the sale, you've taken them on an emotional journey to get here. And again, they don't buy off logic. They buy off what? Emotion. All right, y'all, let's bring it home. It's not your words that close, it's your tone that's going to close. So the 3 rules to remember are, number 1, slow down on key points. Pause equals power. Number 2, drop your pitch at the end of statements. Downward inflection equals confidence. And number 3, match their energy first, lift second, mirror, then elevate. Start recording yourself, guys. Listen to yourself. You'll hear, if you listen to your sales calls, you'll hear when you got a little nervous. You'll hear when you were confident and passionate about what you're talking about. You'll hear what the prospect's response was. And this is why call reviews are great. And this is why in Closer Circle, one of the most valuable things that you will get is when we do live call breakdowns. You bring us your call recordings, we'll break them down for you and everybody else so that you can say, hey, when I said this in this way, the prospect went that direction. But when I was able to say this in this way, the prospect got to close. And those kind of like key patterns will help you improve your close rate. So listen to yourself, guys. Listen to not only the words that you said, but how you said them. Listen to your tonality, take notes on that, and remember the next time you're in a sales call, how you can apply it so that you can get a better result on the other side. Fix the tone, guys, then the words will work. This is not theory. This is what works. This is what $1,000,000 closers, this is what the big dogs, and keep in mind, guys, you know what they call a $1,000,000 closer? That's called an entrepreneur. When you're making that much money and you're doing things on a large scale, you're selling all kinds of things outside of just products and services. And tonality is key to make these things happen. And this is how they are doing it. It's how you should do it too, no matter the ticket of what you're selling is. And if you're serious about leveling up your sales skills, be sure to hit subscribe and share with a friend because I drop a new video every single day that's going to help you make more money online. Let's get it, guys. And if you want to go deeper, then be sure to join Closers Circle. The link is in the description. This is where we go way deeper. We'll do live tonality breakdowns, some voice trainings, all kinds of live development, community, scripts, all the stuff that you need to be successful as a high-ticket closer across multiple industries. And we will personalize everything just to you so that we can see you make the most money possible. And I can't wait to see you in Closer Circle. Now let's get it.